Cold air is on the way as we head throughout the next couple of days, and that's going to be our main story here ahead as we talk about this really cold air that's coming in as we head into Thursday. And the main story for us here as we head into the afternoon is, for now, starting off this morning, we're quiet. But what we're looking at here at Chesterfield is a big difference from yesterday as we have this cold air that settles in for one spot, not so much the other areas as we continue to focus on better road conditions, even though it's really cold. And really outside right now, it's still not as cold in some spots versus others, but Chesterfield is definitely one of them. We have a weather impact alert day for Thursday all day as we have wind chills near 0 in the morning. I mean, it's just going to be very, very frigid outside. Now, really, the stack that we started off our third snowiest start to the season so far. We had 3.8 inches on Monday. We're up to 10 plus inches so far this season. In comparison, we barely got to 10 inches a couple of years ago through March and April, right? But temperatures locally do vary this morning. 14 in Alton, 19 in Edwardsville, 23 in Forest Park, 13 in Oakville. So there are some spots that are really cold outside that's going to get your attention. In the city, it's a touch warmer. I saw that really, my thermometer went up from about 13 in my car to about 26 by the time I got in the city. So big difference here. You'll notice that we have cloud cover to the south and a little bit more in the city. Here's where there are clear skies. That allows all that heat to escape. And behind it, there are a few flurries. And it's not out of the question. We'll see those later on tonight. However, I'm not optimistic we're going to have any problems. I just don't think we're going to see a ton of sunshine. I do see some upside to get us above freezing by lunchtime and the afternoon hours. That's a positive. We continue to melt off some of the stuff. It's not going away for a while, especially when we look at what's going on and arriving tomorrow. You're seeing temperatures at this hour in the single digits or even below 0 at points. And that's what's headed our way. This feels to me like January or early February. And watch this race down. And what that means for us tomorrow morning, you kind of got a taste of it earlier. Temperatures in the single digits to start. Only low teens, upper teens, depending on where you are. I mean, there's a pretty good spread from north to south. But we'll watch that colder air kind of settle in throughout the day. As it does so, watch our temperatures. This feels like a January day as we struggle to get to 20 degrees in many locations. And I think by the afternoon, you're going to look at spots between about 15 to 20 on the tail edge of that very Arctic air. So Thursday, that's a big difference for us here. You'll notice that over the next 7 days. That's why we have a weather impact alert day as we continue to look at temperatures that are on the colder side here. Temps in the 20s with bitter cold air with 20 degrees. We're at 38 on Friday, 39 on Saturday as we continue to focus on this day specifically. Much, much colder air. I am optimistic that other than a few flurries later on today, we're not going to see too many issues. But temps, like I said, in the mid to upper 30s. We do have several days in a row that are going to be above freezing, which is at least positive for kind of melting off some of the stuff, especially in the sun. But we're going to focus on this really cold air that's in place here ahead as bitter cold air settles in for tomorrow. We'll have more on that throughout the rest of the morning.